You want me to put that on my Tudor?
Ozempic Games. Hello, I'm HG Tudor. You will have seen Harry's wife wearing the Newcomb patch, but also she was wearing a rather warm-looking and thick coat, which led to some speculation as to why was she wearing it. Well, according to the Daily Mail, Bridie Pearson-Jones explained, "She's regarded as one of the best-dressed women in the world." No, she's not. And is often praised for her dress sense. No, she's not. But one element of Harry's wife's style that has left fashionistas scratching their heads is her desire to pop on a warm coat, no matter what the weather. Last week, the Duchess of Sussex, 42, opted for a £1,300 Max Mara wool coat for the outing, even though it was warm in Monty Shitshow that day. Temperatures climbed as high as 73 degrees Fahrenheit and didn't drop below 65 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's not the first time the former actress has opted for unusually warm attire. During a trip to New York in 2021, Harry's wife opted for a number of woolen coats. Remember, Chairman Mao goes to New York and the bouncing berry of Harlem, despite the temperatures being in the mid-20s with high humidity. Speaking to female, celebrity stylist Miranda Holder said Harry's wife probably opted for the looks, as coats make her look more together. Perhaps it's because it enables her to hide the fact that she's not ironed the clothing underneath. She added that the Duchess may also use it as a comfort blanket to shield herself. Wearing a thick woolen coat over an outfit, despite it being 22 degrees centigrade, is certainly a little odd, even if the coat is a gorgeous camel, beige, coloured Max Mara number like the one we saw Harry's wife wearing earlier this week, Miranda said. There is no doubt that a coat, especially an immaculately cut designer one, as Harry's wife is partial to, can help to finish off an outfit and make the whole ensemble feel more pulled together. She added that a coat can elevate a look, but it's ill-judged to do so in climates like Los Angeles. Hailed as the essential third piece by fashionistas and stylists in the know, adding a coat over, say, just a plain t-shirt and pair of jeans helps to complete the outfit, adding much-needed shape, texture, and interest. But there are plenty of other ways to do that in the balmy California sunshine and not overheat. So it is indeed curious that the Duchess has a habit of stepping out looking overdressed, both literally and figuratively speaking, she added. Other possible explanations are that Harry's wife was heading somewhere with over-effective air conditioning and would be spending time in Arctic temperatures. What? But she could have just carried an extra layer with her for this. Another idea is that she was trying to disguise herself by hiding from prying eyes. Yeah, not really going to work when her face is on display, is it? So that's a load of shite, that suggestion. In my opinion, she continued, it's either a case of Harry's wife taking some ill-judged fashion advice, or the Duchess is literally using her wardrobe as a comfort blanket, shielding herself from the world and literally giving herself a very expensive sartorial hug as she goes about her business without Harry. Well, that's the explanation that's been offered as to why she was wearing that large beige coat. I mentioned at the time that it was more likely that it was involved in her having an involvement in merching, that she wanted to show off the clothing. But further news comes my way that suggests that it might be something else altogether. Lady Colin Campbell has opined that apparently Harry's chums are worried that Harry's wife is trying to set him up. You don't fucking say. Really? They've cottoned onto this eventually, have they? Apparently, they think she's going to play the eating disorder card, like Diana, blaming Harry for it in the same way that Diana blamed Charles for her bulimia, even though she had the problem before marrying him. Now, eating disorders are often seen with narcissists because it all links to the issue of control. Having control over your food, having control over what you eat, having control over the way that you physically look is often important, particularly to somatic narcissists, and Harry's wife is a somatic narcissist. Furthermore, she would need to assert control over Harry as the intimate partner primary source. It transpires via Lady Colin Campbell that Harry's friends think that Harry's wife was actually wearing the big coat in California to hide how skinny she is, because they think that she's taking Ozempic, the drug that's taken by diabetics that many people use to lose weight. Harry's wife has always been a fan of food and being skinny as well, and the only time that she actually put some weight on was after apparently being pregnant. Women put weight on during pregnancy, not after giving birth, however. Harry's friends are worried about the children, and Harry wants to protect them, while Harry's wife wants to expose them, as I've mentioned in parts past, to make more money. And the suggestion is that she has become skinny because she wants to look skinny, because she's taking Ozempic, but she's using the Ozempic in the playing of games with regard to Harry, because she has become skinny as a consequence of their use, but that she's going to triangulate Harry with that use by suggesting that she's got an eating disorder and that he's caused it. Now, you would think that if she's going to play the card of, look, I've got an eating disorder, she would want to be showing off how skinny she is, and therefore wouldn't be wearing a large coat. But let us assume that it's correct that for whatever reason she wants to hide how skinny she is at the moment. Perhaps it's because she wants to show how skinny she is at a later juncture when the alleged Ozempic has taken greater effect, and then turn it around by blaming Harry. Is this something that's credible for a narcissist? Well, of course it is. First of all, although there's no evidence that she's taking Ozempic and it's all a rumour, it wouldn't be a surprise. We know that she's had cosmetic surgery, and as a somatic narcissist, her appearance is important to her. Therefore, ensuring that she loses weight is something that would be important to her, and it would not be a surprise to learn that she would be taking Ozempic to achieve that. Her appearance allows her to assert control over other people, draw fuel by way of their reactions, and possibly, if she were to get some kind of modelling gig, which she has done in the past, it would create the residual benefit of money. Therefore, controlling her weight is important, and therefore may mean that she is taking Ozempic. It might also then follow that as a collateral consequence of taking this and looking skinny, her narcissism causes her to maintain that she has some kind of eating disorder. This would have two uses. First, it would be displayed as a pity play to the outside world, again, as you know, for control and drawing fuel, but also it could be triangulated with Harry to say, he has caused me to end up with an eating disorder because of the way that he's abusing me. Remember, Harry's wife regards herself as a victim in this relationship, and it would be very easy for her to state that she is the one that's been on the receiving end of unpleasant behaviour that has shunted her into the territory of an eating disorder. Add to that the way that she duplicates Diana, it wouldn't be a surprise that she would try and mimic her in some way with regard to an eating disorder. In the meantime, she's trying to cover up what she's doing because she doesn't want people noticing that she's skinny, and she doesn't want people noticing that this might have been done with some kind of enhancement, because of course that would also amount as a threat to control, hence the big coat. All of this remains to be seen, but it's certainly well within the realms of what a narcissist might do. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.